Hey everybody, MurrayNJ08, special channel update for you. It's been a really busy week. That's why I wanted to do one of these, get you guys up to date. Those of you that have been following the channel, I've been putting out a lot of jam-packed content. There's a lot more coming. Wanted to talk about that and what we did this past week, or this past few days. Sometimes I do these channel updates a little bit sooner than a week, depending on how much I put out. And this week was pretty busy. I tried to give you guys a variety. We did some playthroughs. I brought back some old series. I started some new series. We did some Photoshop tutorials that everybody's been asking. I promised everybody. I actually put out two new episodes. There's a lot more that are pre-recorded that I have saved up, so we'll see how good those do. It's been pretty slow for gaming, so I've been going back and playing some older games that I wanted to play. We did Darksiders 2, Argos 2. Now, I know I think I've been saying multiplayer's coming up, but there is no multiplayer in that game. I sound foolish. What I meant to say was Argos 2 DLC, which actually, now if you have that on PS3 and 360, you'd have to purchase that DLC separate, but it actually came on the Wii U version. That's why on the cover it says 5 hours of extra content. So we played through that. I figure if anybody wanted to see footage of that on the Wii U, we played Argos 2. That was kind of funny. Some good commentary there. I try to keep it fresh, you know, when it's required. What else did we do? I actually tried out some Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer on the Wii U. I got some of that stored up for you. I think I posted some of the tutorial, so that was kind of funny. Very good multiplayer though. I've actually been serious about it lately, and I've actually been really getting into it. We kind of were goofing off on the tutorial for the playthrough, so check that out. It's pretty good. What else have we been doing as far as, you know, a lot of everything. I tried to give you guys a little bit of everything. I know a lot of people like to see, you know, gameplay. I know a lot of people like to see my vlog style videos. We did a PlayStation Vita collection. A lot of people are liking that one. I actually seem to have a lot of comments on that video, so if you haven't checked it out, check out my PlayStation Vita collection. I'll definitely be doing follow-ups to these. I got a couple surprise collections coming up too, since that one did so well. So you know, I'm doing what people like, but also more importantly, I'm doing what I want to do, and you know what I like. It's not all about views and subscribers. You know, I'm not big time. I'm small, but I enjoy it, and that's what I like to do. What else did we do? I did the unboxing of Injustice Gods Among Us Special Edition Strategy Guide that I'm really pumped for. That was an awesome guide to a great game. You'll also be seeing footage of that game very soon. There's a lot of gameplays coming, a lot. I'll just name a few, but there's going to be a lot of new releases. I'm going to be doing some release day unboxings and playthroughs on the days that these games come out. It's been slow. There hasn't really been that great of games coming out. People have been complaining, but actually it's not that bad, especially this early on in the year. Plus, with all these companies rushing these games out with the new console systems coming out. But, I mean, we had some great gems like Bioshock Infinite. You're going to definitely be seeing a lot of that game covered here. I thought Tomb Raider was great. You're going to be seeing a lot of that gameplay covered here. I'm going to even do a Ni no Kuni playthrough. I got some really hilarious commentary for that. The next episode of The Walking Dead, I want to cover that. Episode 2, I want to go through all 5 episodes. The first one was great, so I definitely want to continue that. There are people that have been asking. There's actually been people that want me to continue the God of War Ascension playthrough. So I says, well, all right, I'll do a few more, see how that does, play it by ear, you know. I do want to play it, and I said I was making some changes to the channel, and even if views are low, if I feel like I want to play it, I'm going to play it, and that's exactly what I'm going to continue to do. I want to keep my word on that. You know, like I said, I got some more Photoshop stuff queued up. I got some Lightroom stuff recorded. May even do some Illustrator. I also do a lot of 3D modeling in programs like Maya. and 3D Studio Max, so I might even have some tutorials in the future on that. I know there's a lot of video game nerds and video game people that are really interested in that. I do a lot of wire meshing, so that would be kind of cool. I actually did a couple really nice CG projects in college over the course of a few months, so I actually got the videos stored, so I might put them up. Definitely show you some. I did some building rendering, I did some models, I did some really cool 3D modeling, so we got some CG videos of that I would like to show everybody. I think they would get a kick out of it. But like I said, there's definitely a lot of new games coming, and I'm going to be doing the retro games as well, and I'm going to be doing the older games. I actually have a surprise video recorded of a new series that I'm starting, but I'm not going to say it yet, what it is. It's a surprise, but it will be coming out this week. And make sure you watch it because it's very important, because at the end of the video, I actually talk about the second episode and how you guys are going to be involved. So I definitely think you should check that out. I'm actually really excited for it. What else did we do? So yeah, so like I said, you know, I'm thinking about what games I'm going to be playing next as far as playthroughs. Not necessarily new games, but I do have a lot of those stored up for you. I want to do some Dead Space footage as well, Dead Space 3. I know some people have been asking about Devil May Cry. I'm actually getting ready to play the Far Cry 3 DLC that's coming out. So actually, that might be the next newest game footage. I might be doing a playthrough of that. We'll see. So there's a lot coming. There's a lot that I've been doing this week. As you can see, look on the channel. I mean, you're going to see it. I remember putting up a post in the beginning of the week. Stay tuned for a jam-packed week. It definitely was that, and actually I put out more than I thought. I actually did overload. That's how it's going to be. I know this is a hard time of month because it's downtime and there's not that many releases, and I know we got a couple weeks coming up that are kind of, you know, slow. But that doesn't matter to me, if you notice, because I'm not, you know, the new release day guy. I do games that I want to play. So you could see a game from me from last month. You could see a game from me from 5 years ago. You could see a game from me, you know, 2 months ago. Whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to have new games for me to continue my channel, because we kind of, you know, change it up. But I do want to focus on some of these new releases and the new ones coming out, especially June. I'm actually most anticipating June, not just because of E3 and all the announcements, and I'll actually do a follow-up video to E3 on my thoughts. That should be kind of neat. I was thinking about doing that. I notice a lot of people do that. And I have a lot of strong thoughts at the end of E3. So I think I might do that this year. So stay tuned for that. But also, The Last of Us, my most anticipated game of the year, is coming out June 14th, which is a Friday. You'll be seeing release day unboxing of the strategy guide, hopefully the limited edition hardcover, and the game. I don't know if it's going to be the survival edition or what version it's going to be, but you're going to see the unboxing of The Last of Us, and you're going to see playthrough of that same day. So stay tuned for that, because I'm really going all out with that. I made, you know, I don't know how many I'm going to record the first day. I know I'm going to really dive into it, so I'm going to record it all. I don't know how much I'm going to upload, though. You know, also in the back of my head, I'm wondering, you know, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. I don't want to put too much to overwhelm people, but at the same time, I don't want to put too few. I know a lot of people are going to be interested in this game, and I know if I can get it out on release day, it should be a big hit. It should be one of my best playthroughs. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, aside from that, stay tuned a few weeks before that. I don't know exactly when. I actually have the counter on my PlayStation 3. But the God of War, well, it came with God of War Ascension, the beta passcode to play The Last of Us beta, open beta. I can't wait for that. I'm going to dive into that. And I think it's kind of silly how it's not coming out that close, or that far away from the retail release. It's actually coming out fairly close to the actual game. And normally I would say, skip it. But for YouTube, I think it would be a big hit. I think a lot of people, and I know a lot of my fans, and I know me personally, definitely be wanting to check out that beta demo. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. You know, get our foot in the door with the demo, and then hopefully soon after will be the retail release. So you'll see that. I kind of did that with the Injustice Gods Among Us demo. I did a playthrough of all of the 3 characters. So I think we're going to definitely kick up in June and in May. May so-so. There's a couple ones coming out in May that I got my eye on. And like I said, don't worry, because in between I'll be doing other things. Even aside from gameplay footage, you got all my other series. I brought back the infamous Sean Checks It Out, episode 2. It's been almost a month since my last one. Everybody loved it. I got a lot of people saying, hey, when are you doing the next Sean Checks It Out? I did that, so check that out. What else did I bring back? There's a lot more coming. I actually got 2 more Sean Checks It Out recorded already, but I want to kind of space those out, give those some time to be viewed. I waited a while. The first one that I did was back in Florida, was the Hazelnut Cream, and we just did a Sean Checks It Out on the Eco Brew filter for the Keurig, because a lot of people asked questions in that last video. So that was episode 2 of Sean Checks It Out. So if you haven't checked that one out already, it's still building up. I'm still getting view, people still realizing that it's there. Sometimes it takes a while. But I will say this, though. Aside from the 2 episodes that I've put up already for my photography tutorials, I did a side tutorial on the Lightroom 5 beta. And I know I've talked about this in my last channel update, but boy, oh boy, is it growing. I mean, it's way past 500 views. It's probably going to hit 1,000 before you know it. Every day I get views on it. And I may even do a follow-up. Now that I've had a few days of a lot longer to mess around with the beta, I'm probably going to do a follow-up to it. Some more stuff that I figured out in the Lightroom 5 beta. I touched on 3 image editing and Lightroom 5 new features. I touched on 3 of them, so I might even do some more. I might even do a follow-up where I talk about some more updates and new features. I'm really waiting for the retail release. It's going to be a great release. And of course, CS7 is on its way, so yeah, I'll be doing the same thing for that too, I'm sure, if I get a beta of that. We got Marvel Heroes coming out soon. I believe it's June, the free-to-play game. So I'm looking forward to that. What else? I may be doing some iPad reviews. I gotta tell you, there's a couple iPad games that I've been really enjoying and finding myself really playing the heck out of them. For example, I've been playing a lot of the Injustice Gods Among Us freemium app. And I know what you're saying, oh my god, it's free, what's the catch? Well, there is in-app purchases to play the game, to have advantages, but I'm going to tell you what, I've been playing it for about over a week now, non-stop, and I haven't spent a dime. And I'll be honest with you, I'm really enjoying it. It's tough, if you're not upgrading your characters, but it's nothing that you can't do without spending real money. It's just, it takes time. There's like booster packs, and it's not a card game, even though it's based on cards. Like the upgrades are cards, the characters are cards. It's not a card game. It's a real fighting game. It's actually 3-on-3. You switch between 3 characters at a time, and then at the end of each stage, you fight a boss. So like right now, I'm fighting Green Lantern, but he's kind of whooping my ass, so I had to upgrade my characters. And then you have to wait for energy to refill, and you could speed it up, whatever. It's got its in-app purchases, but you don't have to. For example, another game that I've actually been playing that works the same way is Real Racing 3. Absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm playing it on the Retina display on the iPad, but on the new iPad, but I mean, I haven't spent a dime on it yet, and I'm enjoying it. I mean, you have to wait for upgrades to be sent to you. That's how it works. And you have to earn money, and it's slow at first, and you have to build cars and buy cars. But let me tell you something. I haven't spent a dime on that yet either, and I'm really enjoying that game. So those might be 2 iPad app reviews that I do in the future. Another game that's a freemium game that's not, I can't really say the same about, is Dungeon Hunter 4. And it's not that I'm not having a blast playing it. It's a beautiful, graphically designed game. It's fun. I loved all the previous Dungeon Hunters. Even Dungeon Hunter Alliance on the Vita was good, I thought. Had some frame rate issues, but anyway, back to the iPad. Dungeon Hunter 4, some of the in-app purchases are really up in your face. I mean, It's like constant. So that can be a pain. But I noticed though, with Real Racing 3 and Injustice, it's you know, you actually physically have to go to the store and on your own and buy the in-app purchases. But I haven't spent a dime yet, and I'm loving it. So you know, it's really has to do with how much time you want to put into these apps. So definitely some good iPad apps around. There's a couple more that I want to check out that are in my wish list. So that's pretty much my update for this week, okay? So what's coming? Stay tuned. There's quite a bit. I'm not going to tell you what game it is, but I will tell you to keep an eye out because there's a Wii U game that I recorded, an older game that came out this past holiday, and I did some multiplayer footage of that. So you're definitely going to want to see this, if alone for the commentary. I had a blast recording it. It was a spare of the minute thing. I said to myself, you know what, I'm in the mood to play this game because I haven't played the multiplayer in this game in a while. And I says, you know what, I might as well record it because I might catch something hilarious on film. And I did. And there's like 4 or 5 videos of that. Stay tuned. It's a surprise. It'll be uploading this week. You're definitely going to want to check it out. So more gameplay footage. Might be doing some upcoming DLC footage. Maybe some more unboxings. I'm not really sure yet about that. You'll definitely get some more photography videos coming. And stay tuned for my all-new series this week. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but it has something to do with you guys. And like I said earlier in this video, make sure you watch it because in the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you guys can participate in the next one. You guys actually participated in this video already, but you just don't know it. It's something that I've been working on. I've been waiting, you know, for a certain amount of time to debut this video, and I'm going to do it this week. So check it out. A lot more coming. Another jam-packed week coming. A lot of surprises. Trying to keep you guys in suspense. And stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you didn't already. Tell your friends and family about this channel. And I'm glad I could do all this for you guys. So stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff coming this week. Catch you later.